It was a very good meeting, I have to say. I think the organisation and the hospitality that MIA have provided greatly contributed to the success of that meeting. During the meeting itself, we approved a new standard on social benefits, IPSAS 42, which has been a very long-standing project for the board, actually 16 years since we originally started work on that. So actual approval of the final standard was a major milestone for the board. Alongside that and complementing that, we also approved an exposure draft on collective and individual services and emergency relief, and we'll put those two out together, the new IPSAS 42 and what will be ED 67. We'll put those out together in January. That's the first time that we've actually had a standard, well, there has been a global standard on social benefits. And, you know, when you think about social benefits being in particular the pensions, universal pensions that are paid within countries, other benefits like when people are unemployed, when they're sick and so on. So major areas of expenditure in many jurisdictions around the world, and actually getting consistency for the first time in terms of how they actually report on those will be a very important step forward. One of the things we've emphasised, though, is that it's important that the expenditure on social benefits is actually seen in the context of other forms of government expenditure, because it's really important not just what's in the government balance sheet at any one point in time, but also what the forward projections of government expenditure are, bearing in mind changes in population, people, you know, the ageing population in many countries, advances in healthcare and so on. So you need to project through changes in many other areas of expenditure, like education, healthcare and so on, not just the pensions paid. So those are the sorts of things that we've also issued draft guidance on in the form of an exposure draft, so that you get that whole range of consistency over that whole range of expenditure. I think with any new standard, inevitably there are challenges in terms of making sure that you have the data available for implementation purposes. But I think the key thing will be that the systems are set up to provide the data. It should be consistent with the needs of public financial management. But clearly, whenever you change requirements or you put new requirements in, there's a period during which you need to look at the systems, you need to evaluate them, and that's why we have an implementation period. So that new standard will not come in until the 1st of January 2022. It will be published during January 2019, so it's available for adoption earlier if people want to adopt it, but we're allowing a period for people to implement the necessary changes, potentially not necessarily to publish the information immediately during that period, but at least to be able to make the changes and to bring it in successfully.